and welcome to the Seek in Harmony channel. Here we are all about spirituality, health, healing, and mental health. Yeah, and today topic is ADHD struggles, how to manage when there is just too much going on. And what I mean by this is that, at least I have experienced, I have heard that many other people with ADHD have this experience too, and maybe some just this might be good advice for those who are also like not ADHD. So there's this never-ending loop between yay, I'm totally in, let's go, like trying to seek all the time new activities, new hobbies, and then being trained, being like, oh no, I didn't again, like I didn't I wasn't realistic with my resources. I don't have time, I don't have energy, I just want to sleep, I just want to cry, I don't want to have anything to do with anybody. So and this is caused by thrill seeking, at least for me. First of all, I want to try all the new things, I want to experience new things, and I might say yes before I have considered well enough. And yeah, and I have a story about from my high school. So I have played violin 13 years. I was in Savonlinna High School of Art and Music, and I have played violin 14 years, 13 years, I don't know, plus 10 years something, I don't know, and I still play. And I also played bassoon when I was like from 9 years to 17 years old. It's like this big wooden thing, bassoon, not bass, bassoon, and very specific, it doesn't matter, but anyways. And then I made a mistake. I went to alto saxophone lessons and piano lessons, and I loved all those instruments. I wanted to learn to play them, but at the same time I was in high school. At the same time I was like in 3 different orchestra or something, like one specific orchestra, but also like taking lessons from my high school. And then I felt so bad about myself, because it's not only that you go to lessons, you need to practice by yourself. If you only go to lessons and you don't practice, like you can't learn. Like you need to repeat, you need to do it over and over again. It's very independent. So I was like, oh no, I'm going again and again to the lesson without having any time to play. And it was so like I felt bad about myself, and I was like, how to fix this? Well, I still went to like many lessons, like I quit bassoon, but then I continued with alto saxophone and piano, if I remember correctly. Nowadays I only play violin. But it seemed good thing. It seemed like, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna learn many instruments, and in the end of the day I sucked because I didn't have time to learn anything. So, and this kind of things have like happened to me over and over again in my life with different topics. But I'm in process of learning. I have already learned some tips that helps me, and I hope will help other people too. It's okay to fail, it's okay to repeat this thing over and over again, but it's just awkward. It makes you feel drained, it makes you look like you're not able to commit. Like I want to be responsible. I don't want to just be like, yeah, I mean, and then just not appearing. Yeah, because that's not how things works. That's not good work ethics. So 3 tips that I recommend you to try that has personally helped me. And yeah, first tip is use calendar. Put like all the alarms on your phone. Be very specific what you do on what time, which time. Like just carry it all the time with you. It can be difficult because you need to make routine out of it, so you will remember to do that. But you have calendar, use post-it notes, use alarms. Just it might feel boring, but make it to be fun somehow. Use like nice colors, use stickers. Try to motivate yourself to use those tools, okay? And don't just put there like school. Put there school or work and work. All the free time activities, when you're meeting your friends possibly, and when you're meeting with your family, and this is most important, put lot of free time. Like, don't over schedule everything. That's my biggest like thing that I have tried to learn away from. Like, don't put like 5 activities in one day. Even if you might be able to survive that day, like max it well. If you do that like 5 times or 7 times a week, like most of the months, you are gonna feel bad. Like, I have never get burnout, luckily, but I have get like sick out of nowhere. Like, once I went to train, I was going home from Savonlinna, like from my high school, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, then a little bit after that, I was like, okay, I feel a little bit dizzy. I went to restaurant, pan, to take some water. On the line, to waiting for buying my water, I almost fainted out. I just went to the sitting there and I was like, oh my god, I'm fainting out here. And then there was some old people who were like, we have just been in breathing course, we are gonna help you to feel better. And when I get home, I had fever. Just came out of nowhere. Yeah, so another story. Yeah, anyways. So takes a lot of time, a lot of free time, unscheduled time for just to relax, just to like feel good about yourself. Yeah. The second thing is that like and also in calendar it's good that you can that you are more able to avoid putting two same thing at the same day. If you are like, okay, I have this now, you can say to people like, hey, sorry, I can't go there because I have this another activity. Yeah. The second thing is that you need to realize that you can be average on many things, or you can be good at one thing, or like 1 or 2 things, and that's okay. Like, I know that I will never be like excellent in one certain topic because I have many interests, and that doesn't mean that I suck. Like, it's more like it can be a gift. It can be a gift that you know a little bit, you know, and then write down the order of which thing are most important to you, and be realistic. Also, you can use like pros and cons list, and after that put how much time per like week you are ready to put on this activity, how much time it takes. So that's the tip 2. My thought. And then the tip for 3 is that you don't need to decide everything right now. It can be difficult, especially if you're struggling with impulsivity. You can be like, oh, so there's this invitation, let's write this down. And I'm doing this very often, and I try to learn away from this. Every time when I have considered like overnight or a week to do something, I'm like, I go to like, finally I didn't be impulsive, but like, just think overnight, take time. You don't need to decide right away, even if you have urge to do so. Take time to think things through. And the fourth thing is that it's okay to quit things that are not for you. Like, there's nothing wrong to quit things. Also, you can, that way you can have time on another activities, but just do it in a way that won't sabotage the group you're in. If you are like committed, don't do it in a way that it's causing harm to anybody else. Don't do it in a way that is irresponsible. If you have a hobby that you are doing on your own, that's okay, but if you have any commitments to other people or any communities, make them know. Take time. Like, don't just be like, okay, I quit, bye. You can do that, but it will karma is a bitch. I'm just saying that, like, if you do that all the time, people are gonna be like, oh, that's the person who most of the times doesn't do what promised, or like you don't want to be that guy. So it's okay to quit as long as you do it in a way that won't make that won't sabotage other people. Like, take care of your commitments. And also, if you say that, yeah, I take this, I do this thing, be responsible, do what you promised. Yeah. And also think before you promise to do anything. So these are my struggles and my advices, and I hope this helped anybody. And comment and like and subscribe, and yeah, comment below if you have similar situations despite of having ADHD or having it or whatever, and what you have learned that help you to deal with these things, to avoid these moments and situations. Yeah, so thanks and bye.